Good evening, guys. How you all doing? So sorry, a couple small technical issue there. I think with the logo the right way around. Hopefully now it's reading forward. Evening, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Just drop me a quick hello in the chat if you can. I just want to know that everyone can hear it okay, that everyone can see it okay, and that we're ready to rock and roll. Yes, everything good. Okay. So guys, what I'm going to do is go ahead and share my screen. This is the first time I've ever done this, so I'm not 100% sure on the technicalities, no matter how many times we've practiced, but fingers crossed, we're going to be rocking and rolling. Okay, so here we are. So the chat will be disabled whilst the screen is being shared. I'm just going to post that link in there quickly for any of the newbies. So the link to sign up is on the right-hand side, just in case anybody wants it for later. Okay, so screen shared. Here we go. Hold your breath. And we are in. Okay, so this is the first ever how to completely change your body and mindset in just 8 weeks without giving up anything you love. If at any point anything goes wrong, Steve and Nat, I have got my phone here, so please tell me, because I can't see the chat comments, guys. But I will be opening up for a complete Q&A at the end. So feel free to post any in as I'm talking and I will go back over them. However, it's kind of impossible to do it now because if I do, then it just becomes really distracting and it becomes disjointed, okay? So the biggest thing we want to go through is just how do we change and train this body and mindset without giving up anything we love? Because this was the position that I was in, okay? That whatever coach I went to, I was convinced that I had to live on chicken and rice, fish and a rice cake, fasted cardio every morning, hours weights every night, £100 a week on personal trainers, this supplement, that supplement, everything else. And that's what I needed to change your life and your body, okay? It's taken me 20 years to realize that's not what you have to do. And this is what we're going to go through tonight, okay? So first of all, brothers and sisters, thank you for being here. Please feel free to take some notes and I'm going to read through these points, but I wanted the text here so you guys can see it as well because it's really helpful for some people, okay? So the first thing I want you to know is if you failed at losing weight in the past, it's not your fault, okay? If you are feeling that in the past, or you have felt that you won't ever be able to look the way you want and feel better, then I want you to put those fears to rest right now, okay? Personal trainers, Slimming World, Weight Watchers, and all the other magical quick fix solutions want you to think that you cannot look and feel incredible all year round without them, okay? It's simply not true. The reason is because if you're not using them, you're not paying them, okay? They do not want you to have the tools and the knowledge to do it yourself for life. This is why so many trainers class themselves as gurus. Trust me on this right now, they don't know anything that you can't Google right this second. Now, one of the biggest things is you probably thought that some of these plans and people and experiences actually want you to fail. And the truth is you're probably right. Some of them do. Because if you go ahead and be a rip-roaring success, then you will no longer need them, okay? So they like to keep you where you are. Sad, but true. Now, I'm here to show you that you can have an amazing body and you can get amazing results with your body and your mind, especially if you've failed many times before. So how does that sound, guys? Let me know, okay? Let me know in the comments. Keep a bit of chat going. I really want to look back on the comments later, okay? So my goal from this presentation is to inject a bit of energy and a bit of love and a bit of spice into your life, but also to help you to look and feel incredible all year round and be the person that you truly want to be. Sorry, I was just checking who'd raised their hand there. That's okay. Okay. without ever spending money on another plan again. Like, again, hands up in the comments, who's wasted hundreds of thousands in the last however many years of their life on the next big thing that you think was going to be the answer to your prayers? Okay, it was going to be the plan that you finally got results with. Okay, now we are going to work on making sure you can achieve that without ever spending another penny on another plan that starves you, makes you unhappy, and that you can't sustain, or that makes you spend hours in the gym. Because let's face it, most of us haven't got those hours. Okay, in fact, many of you, it's actually the reason and the fear why you don't get started. Now, my goal, as I said from this presentation, is to ensure that you never need another plan ever again. And this is the truth bomb. This is the secret number one. This is the thing that everybody doesn't want you to know, okay? Because once you know it, they don't have jobs, okay? The only way to look and feel incredible all year round and to get the body and the life that you've always dreamed of is through learning the skills and the knowledge you need. Personal trainers do not want you to have this knowledge, because once you have that knowledge, they are no longer needed by you, okay? The second thing is there are no shortcuts and there are no quick fixes. There are no magical bullets, magic tea bags, or anything else you may have been offered, okay? But it doesn't have to be time consuming. And it doesn't have to be overwhelming either. We are going to develop all of these points, okay? The only way for you to do this is through what I am going to teach you on the brand new 8-week body and mind transformation program, which a few people across the last few months, have been lucky enough to trial with some quite phenomenal results, which we're going to go through. So who am I, for you, those of you who don't know me? So my name is Lee Freeman. Many of you will know my backstory, okay, because it has become my why. I didn't have the greatest start in life, and I actually lost my mother when I was 6 months old, okay? A big thing that I then realized as I went through life, and it was a battle, okay? There were some difficult times, but I always wanted my dream body. I always wanted my dream life, and I always wanted to make it. Sounds quite strange, but I think that's something that will resonate with all of us. We kind of want to make it, but along the way, we get a little bit lost in terms of what making it actually is, okay? Now, my lowest point when I got completely lost was shortly after I lost my grandfather, who was, along with my nan, was my parent, because when my mum died, my dad left. And at one point, I was that low, I attempted to take my own life. I'm not proud of it, but it has become part of my story. It's part of who I am. And the reason why I guess I'm telling you guys this is because however you are feeling now, I want you to know that that's okay, and that there is a route back to your dream life. Now, throughout that time afterwards, it was a difficult journey, but I figured out how to be happy in body, how to be happy in my mind, and also be happy in my career. And ultimately, that's resulted in, you know, me being the man, my fiance, Nat, who I will introduce you to shortly, needs me to be, and also the person that Logan, my son, needs me to be. He's 2 years old now. So I've also dropped all the labels that I was given. I've been diagnosed with depression. I've been diagnosed with anxiety. I've been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. And I've also been diagnosed with a personality disorder. Okay, I've beaten them all. I'm here to live the tale, and I am loving every second of my new life. So my story, when I did hit rock bottom, it got to that point where everything was unhappy, okay? My granddad had died, I'd just got divorced, I'd broken my neck playing rugby, my career was over, everything had hit rock bottom, and I couldn't see a way out of it, okay? This was when I started learning about training and nutrition. This is really freaking me out not being able to see you guys, by the way. I hope this is all cool and you're zoned in so far. So when I did start, I went to all these coaches and I just couldn't stick to any of the plans or get the body or the mind I wanted. It was either too much training or not enough training, or living on Nairn's oatcakes and a little bit of tuna on top, and then a little bit of white fish and a green bean for tea, followed by a shake for breakfast, you know, and I always ended up back in the same place: skint, wasted money, tired, frustrated, alone, sad, and blaming everyone. Okay. So it took a monumental amount of time for me to realize that it was all down to mindset. And this was what nobody was delivering. Okay. So I went through hundreds of coaches, loads of trial and error, loads of setbacks, all my books here that are lined up. It all started with The Secret, believe it or not. And through time and 7 years of trial and error of online coaching, I finally developed this 8-week body and mind transformation program. Okay. Throughout that journey, I don't really like saying this bit because it sounds a bit braggy, but I kind of need to, because I am proud of it as well. And I'm not ashamed to say that I am living my dream life. I've got a beautiful fiance. I've got a beautiful son. I've got a lovely house. I've got my dream car. I've got my dream business. I've got freedom. And most of all, I've got this amazing position to be helping other people. Okay. And I want to help you. So you might be thinking, okay, Lee, that's your story. So how does this apply to me? Okay. So I want you to know that it doesn't matter where you are in life or what setbacks you have faced. Okay. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay. And as someone else said earlier to me, you know, my favorite all-time quote is that your arms cannot reach up to heaven if your roots haven't been down to hell. Okay. So don't worry about where you are. No matter where you are, I can and I will help you. Okay. My plan makes it possible to get results with whatever time you have. Okay. With whatever your circumstances, whatever your ability is, and without ever having to give up anything you love. Because let's face it, life's for living. We all want to have fun. Hands up if you want to live on dry haddock and rice cakes and green beans. Yeah, didn't think so. Okay. The other thing is that anyone can do it. Okay. I just flicked onto Simon by mistake then, which we'll come on to. Simon is one of the greatest stories there is. So more importantly, we need to understand, okay, that it's a lifestyle and it's a plan you can maintain forever. It's not something that you can just do for a few weeks, because what is the point in that? How many of you have done that? 8 weeks, starved myself, got shredded for Ibiza, went to Ibiza, got fat, got unhappy, gave up for a bit, found a new coach, next plan, starved myself, repeat, repeat, repeat. We've all done it. We're the king of the yo-yo dieters, okay? But this is an enjoyable process and it's a lifestyle change, okay? It's not a quick fix. If you're looking for one of them, stop looking. So I want you to meet Simon, okay? Simon bought my book. Okay, every single one of you gets a copy of my book. Simon has lost 18 stone in 2 years. Okay, no personal trainers, no supplements, no shakes, just the knowledge and advice he needed. What an absolute legend. It's changed his life. It's saved his life. And he hasn't had to give up anything he loved. Okay. He just had to take control. So just soak that in for a little bit. If you're thinking that you can't do it, he had no help apart from my book. And then within 6 months of buying my book, he then sent me a couple of messages telling me about what he was achieving, and we've become friends. He's a very proud man. I've met him once and trained with him at the gym, but he still doesn't accept help or personal training, okay? And I think deep down, he's insanely proud of the fact that he's done it himself, as I am, okay? So what are these secrets that we're going to cover? Okay, so we're going to cover, if you get tired, by the way, give yourself a clap, wakes you up. What I do, State Changer. All the clients know about State Changers. So how do you get your dream body in less than 3 hours per week is our number one secret. Number two is how do we get the dream body without giving up anything we love? And number 3 is how do we get an amazing body and life? It's not just about the body without wasting loads of money on supplements, personal trainers, or ridiculous 4-figure online coaching plans. So if you're ever so slightly worried about price at this point, there's a little inkling there that it's less than 4 figures. Okay, much less than 4 figures. So how do you get your dream body in less than 3 hours per week? Okay, so many of you might think, I don't understand how this coaching program will work for me. Okay, and the easiest way for me to explain that is to tell you a few quick stories. Now, whoops, there we go. There's the technology bit. So when I finalized the program, the biggest epiphany for me was that I realized that it had to be a combination of mindset, training, and nutrition. You cannot out-train a bad diet. Abs are not made in the kitchen. Bullshit. And if your mind is not controlling your training and nutrition, then you will never even get started, continue, or succeed. Okay, it all starts with the mind, and that's what everyone is missing out, and that's why my program is unique. Okay, I then started helping more and more people, and I've got results with each and every type of client in all abilities and all walks of life. Okay, so don't just trust my word, because some of you don't know me. You might want to check out my reviews though on Facebook, because I think there's over 200 now, and I've never once been rated less than 5 stars, and I am exceptionally proud of that, and I do not intend anyone to ever allow that to change. That's how committed I am towards your results. So on the left we have the legend that is Nick Lockerbie. Nick lost 3 stone in his 8-week program. Okay, absolute game changer. Started off feeling anxious, feeling depressed. He was in lockdown, didn't know anything about food whatsoever. Didn't know anything about training. He did it all training at home, and his mind is now on fire. We sorted his mind, we sorted his training, we sorted his nutrition. Okay, wildly different on the right, we have one of the all-time favorite clients as well, Rebecca Barrett. Okay, Rebecca came to us after having her 2nd child, and she just couldn't drop the post-baby weight. She didn't know what to eat. She couldn't control food. She didn't know how to train. Again, we taught her about all aspects of it, and that result is just another stunning result to showcase what we do. Okay, there are over 1,000 of these results on our Facebook page. Feel free to go and have a browse. Okay, so then again, I told you I'd introduce you to my beautiful fiance on the left. On the left when I met her, and on the right now, dependent on which way you look at it. Okay, and on the other side of the screen, we have the legend that is Robin Cowd, aka Popeye, aka my 2019 client of the year. Okay, Robin has autism. Okay, Robin could do it. That's no offense to people with autism, but his obstacles are harder than most. 10 times harder than most. Okay, Nat spent years battling an eating disorder. Okay, she's beaten it. She's a mother. She has a dream body. Okay, it doesn't matter where you are or what obstacles you think you have, you can do it. And these guys are absolute and as pure as you can get proof of that. Okay, so hope it's going all right so far. So with regards to secrets number 1, some of you may be thinking, okay, but this is what I used to think. Okay, well, I don't understand how this program is going to work for me. How will it work if I don't really like the gym? How will it work if I'm really busy? We're all the busiest people in the world, aren't we? How will it work if I have a family? How will it work if I'm a fussy eater? How will it work if I can't afford £50 a week? Okay, there's another little inkling into the price. It's not £50 a week. It's much less. So the secret is that it works for any person, no matter what their circumstance, situation, ability, or background. Okay, this is not an elite sport. How do we do it without giving up anything we love is what we come on to next to. Okay, so as I said there, many people will think I'm not a gym person and I'm not too busy. Okay, as I said, Nick did it at home. Now, I'm going to share a quick story here. And this is, again, why we need to think about it and think outside the box. This is why plans don't work. This is why all our coaching programs are different. Okay, because some people train at home. Some people only have 20 minutes a day. We make that work. Some people have more. Some people want to go to the gym. Some people want to swim. Some people have hip replacements. Some people have autism. Some people have PCOS. Some people are diabetic. Okay, everyone gets their own approach, but everyone can do it. But the reason why you've probably failed in the past is because you've had douchebag coaches, that pretty much convince you. And again, I've got a lot of bodybuilding mates, but again, guys, some of you need to get a grip on the shit that you're telling normal general population people to do, because it's ridiculous. You know, they are convincing people like you and I that you need to eat and train like a fitness model in order to look good. It's not true, okay? They convince you that you need to spend thousands on personal trainers, get up at 5 a.m. every day for your fasted cardio. Makes no difference whether you do it fasted or not, by the way. Calories in, calories out. Simple science. And go hard or go home, bro, whilst chewing on your sweet potato and your dry piece of cod. They also convince you that you have to give up everything you love in order to have a good body and be happy. Can't drink, can't do this, can't do that. And it just becomes an unhappy journey, okay? And this is where so many of you are, is that you're focused on the outcome. You're not thinking about the process. When we focus on the outcome and we're like, I'll do anything, mate. I need to give it 100%. I'm not starting till then because, you know, I want to be all or nothing. Okay. You don't need to be all or nothing. You just need to be better than yesterday. And that's what we need to know. Okay. It needs to fit around life. You need to love life, because if you think of a plan that is over restrictive on your life, that means you're not going to do it forever. That means the second you stop doing it, you're going to lose the body. So what is the point in doing it in the first place? There isn't any. There's 0 point. You might as well just go and burn your money and waste 8 weeks of your life, because you're only doing it for a Facebook photo so a coach can sell more programs, or for the first day on holiday. Steve's watching. Me and Steve prepped for a holiday like that. We didn't even make, we had abs. We didn't even make it out of the all-inclusive airport lounge with abs. Okay. So there's no point, because we don't want to be happy for a couple of weeks, do we? We want to be happy forever, confident forever, mindset right forever, be able to enjoy out, eating as a family, hen parties, stag parties, holidays, Christmas, all these things need to be included, okay? But certain people in this industry are convincing you that you need to give up all those things and live like a bodybuilder in order to have a great body, okay? So I'm going to go through a few more stories here. So we've got Jasmine on the right. Pretty banging bikini body. I'm sure you will all agree, lads especially. Jasmine doesn't eat like a fitness model, okay? You can see there, she's enjoying an alcoholic drink, okay? But she does everything in moderation. She loves a pancake. She loves a pizza. But she doesn't live on pizza, okay? Again, Kate on the left-hand side, her start picture when she'd first come to me, her coach had her on 800 calories. It was like some water for breakfast, a bit of air for lunch, and then a bit of cod and lettuce for tea. Obviously a bit of an exaggeration, but it wasn't far off that, okay? There certainly wasn't a carb in sight. On the right-hand side is after Nat had finished coaching her, okay? Up on around about 2,600 calories, cutting down. So what I'm sure you will agree again is an amazing body. Now, she didn't give up anything she loved. Now we're going to flick on to Hannah on the left. Hannah lost nearly 7 stone, okay? Even within losing 7 stone, Hannah still had a snack cupboard, okay, that was full of healthy snacks, better choices, healthier choices, okay? She didn't give up anything she loved. In fact, in the last 3 years, if you go and look on her Instagram, I can't remember the last weekend she stayed in. She's basically a socialite, okay? But she does it in moderation, okay? She trains hard in the week and she parties hard at the weekend, but she gets the balance right, okay? You can have both. Again, Gareth on the right-hand side, my brother-in-law, tried for years to add muscle, convinced he'd given everything up. We achieved this result again in 9 weeks because we stopped starving him. Okay, his body's a furnace. We gave him way more food than he ever had. He got bigger, he got leaner, and he got more ripped than ever before. Again, real and absolute proof. So now, I'm talking fast here, aren't I? Now, many of you may also be thinking, I'm not into fitness. Again, I don't want to go teetotal. Can I afford it? One of the biggest questions I get is, will it work for me because I'm a fussy eater? Of course it will work for you because you get to choose your own foods, because it has to fit around your life and family. Set plans do not work, okay? If you want a set diet plan that tells you what to eat every day, then I'm the wrong coach for you. Don't sign up, because they don't work for you. And the only thing I'm interested in is results, okay? I'm not interested in the easy route, because the only time a set diet plan would work would be if you were going to stick to that set diet plan for the rest of your life, okay? Which you're not, are you? So what is the point in doing it for 8 weeks? Learn the tools you need and you will never need a coach again, okay? What if I've tried everything? Don't get me started. I'm too busy. I will not have the willpower or discipline. Okay. So the busy is completely quashed, because you don't need to spend hours at the gym. You don't need to go every day. You can even train at home. Okay. The money side, you don't need personal trainers. You don't need supplements. You don't need shakes. You don't need magic berries. You don't need ketones. You don't need Juice Plus, Herbalife, or whatever the rest of that crap is, that's like £50 a month for a glorified protein shake and a pretend pill that says it's got 53 different strains of fruit and veg in it. How's about this? Eat some fruit and veg. Again, many people say, I don't know how to lose weight and keep it off, which is a huge one, isn't it? That we all need to work on, because we've all been there. I've been there. You get the body, and then before you know it, you're back where you were. Okay. Now, I figured out the importance of not giving up everything you love at a very late stage, okay? After becoming obsessive with food and training and not enjoying it. But we have to understand, and you have to know this before you start, okay? That being patient is essential. You know, the analogies I always use is, you don't become fluent at Spanish in 8 weeks. So don't expect to become a world-class nutritionist and bodybuilder with the physique to match, okay? Just be patient. Give up the need for instant and weekly gratification, which again, Weight Watchers and Slimming World have got a lot to blame with that. And understand why the slow and the steady and sustainable pace is the only way to do it, okay? Eating what you love is key, or you won't stick to it. So you need to learn how to eat what you love whilst hitting your calories and macros, because then you'll be happy, because we all love food, don't we? And also, why you need to imply win. Win is one of my favorite analogies. That stands for what's important now, okay? We teach how to focus on the process and not the outcome, because let's face it, if you want to keep the body you've worked so hard for, then the process has to continue, okay? There is no final destination, okay? So a little bit about my own progress as well. I cringe a bit looking at these because it's a bit self-indulgent, but on the left, obviously the picture with the neck is when I broke my neck playing rugby. I had C4 and C5 removed, and was potentially told that I could never walk again. The two pictures when I'm doing that rather beautiful bicep pose, that wonderful haircut, and the picture on the top right when I'd come out of recovery, obviously having to stop rugby and getting divorced and my granddad dying all within 3 months had a massive knock-on effect, and unfortunately I buried my head in alcohol for a certain period, okay? These pictures are the result of that. The pictures on the right hand side, the two when I look okay, are actually only 2 years after that, okay? 2 years of solid work, 2 years of training, 2 years of understanding. So again, I very much doubt any of you have just come out of rehab with a broken neck and half your family have died, so, and had a divorce. So the starting point doesn't have to be pretty, okay? But the result can be achieved. And of course, the picture bottom right, or it might be your bottom left, is this current day, my beautiful little boy who's about 1 year old there, he's 2 now. Nat, again, looking stunning, and us all on holiday as a family together. So wherever you are, you can come back, okay? You can always make the comeback bigger than the setback. Now, we're still here. I don't even know if anyone's still watching. I hope you are. I hope it's not too boring. So some people might also think that, and this is important because again, a lot of you have asked this. I don't know how to train. I don't know how to choose what to eat. I don't know what's good or bad. I don't know how to find time. I don't know how to stray on facts. I don't know how to do it without giving up everything I love. I don't know how to keep the weight off. I don't know how to make it work eating as a family, and I don't know what calories are. Now, the truth is, none of that matters, okay? Because whatever your circumstance is, this plan will coach you through it. It's not a set plan. It's your plan, your life, your family, and your lifestyle. Again, Andy Jones here, almost 3 stone down in just under 11 weeks. All he did was mountain biking, okay? Helen on the right, given up, approaching her 40s, thought she could never get that body she'd always wanted. It was impossible. It was just for other people, not her. And just look at that picture, okay? Again, 6 to 9 months work, wasn't done in 8 weeks. Don't let anyone convince you that's going to happen, that type of physique. But again, Andy's was just simple fat loss, okay? So jolly, young lad, very young dad as well, 2 kids, had never been able to get any muscle definition, didn't know what to eat, and again, thought he had to spend hours training at the gym. He currently trains at home, okay? Casey, runner-up in the 2015 Client of the Year award. Again, didn't think she could drop that weight while still having a life. And again, she's absolutely nailed it and is continuing to nail it. Many of these guys aren't with me anymore, okay? Rebecca's not with me. Andy's not with me. Casey's not with me. Jolly is still with me. Andy's not with me. Helen is. So this is the proof in the pudding. But if you look on the page, they've all got 5-star reviews. They didn't leave because they weren't happy. They left because they have the tools and the knowledge that they need in order to carry on their self, not ever needing another personal trainer or a supplement or spending hours in the gym. Okay. So I'm just going to see if I can open up the comments here. Again, we're a bit of a, so we've got some comments. So yeah, let me ask you, let's have a little quick chat, a bit of banter in the chats. Wow, yeah, loads of comments. So I think it's working. You're all still here, so that's good. Okay, so who's enjoying the webinar so far? Are these is this making sense? Have these kind of, have they shown you some of the reasoning why I think many of you will have thought that you can't change before? And you know, I hope they're helping you to understand that it doesn't matter who you are or where you are. Okay, you can do it. That's a promise. And I will come on to exactly why that's a promise really shortly. So if it's okay with you guys, we're going to come on to a little bit more now into how we actually do it. Okay. And the tactics that are used in order to achieve that. I hope this period has just really made you believe that you can. And now we're going to kind of focus on how. Okay. So we've covered how we're going to do it in less than 3 hours per week. Again, it's different. Like I said, some people do 20 minutes a day. Some people do 3 1-hour sessions. Some people do 4 45-minute sessions. It doesn't matter, okay? All plans are your plan. It is not a do this, get that outcome. You're not going into a shop and buying a thing, okay? You're learning about yourself and the knowledge and the skills you need to do it forever. So we can also do it without giving up anything we love and without spending loads of money. So who wants to take things up to the next level? Q&A box. I want to know who's ready. And who's ready, who's committed, who's disciplined, and who wants to make 2021 the best year of their lives. If that's you, drop me a comment right now. I can see the questions totting up. I'm going to answer them at the end, okay? So, introducing my pride and joy. Now, again, people are talking about how amazing this plan is. It's kind of amazing because we've trialed and errored it for 7 years, Nat and I, okay? So it wasn't amazing to start with because we went down those routes of telling people they need to live on 1,200 calories, you know, that they needed keto, that they needed this, that, and the other. You know, poor old Steve, probably still one of the most amazing results I've ever got, but he was definitely, it was a completely different situation. Then he was my first client. It was in a kind of learning phase when I didn't have much experience, and I pretty much starved the shit out of the poor bloke, to be honest with you. He made healthy food choices. But again, he wasn't a dad then. It was easier. He came to the gym 3 or 4 times a week, and it was okay at that point, but it's just not a long-term approach. Okay. He got shredded, but I think he'll ultimately say that, you know, it was a very dedicated, disciplined 12-week process that could not be continued. Okay. So this program is about helping you look and feel better and be a better person, parent and partner, all year round in just 45 minutes a day or less, okay? Without ever having to spend any money on other plans or doing anything that makes you unhappy, because what is the point, okay, in doing anything that makes you unhappy, okay? You're just going to quit and go back to square one. You've wasted your money. Let's make this be the day that we never waste another penny, because there's better things to spend it on, okay? So within the plan, we get the Lee Freeman nutrition plan. You'll see here, it's all calorie and macro calculated. Bridie, I've used yours as an example, and it's absolutely nailed down to you and your goals, okay? So again, this is a big thing that other coaches don't do. We'll come on to this, but we've got 400 plus people in a private client group. Do you know why most coaches don't do that? Because they send everyone the same plan, okay? Sharks. Hand on heart, every single person in that group could post their nutrition plan right now, and I guarantee you not one of them has got the same calories, okay? That's because it's bespoke and it's because it's your plan. We also get the Lee Freeman training plans, okay? I'm going to come on to these and show you them in a little bit because I need to show you the app. And the key, again, this is what no one else gets. Daily mindset coaching videos, okay? You can see these very strange faces, but again, every single morning, 8 a.m., we are on, okay? You are never more than 24 hours away from me. How many coaches can say that? 24 hours, and we same day message support as well, okay? So the next proof is, Nikki, this is the belting transformation of lockdown. The left-hand picture is the result of lockdown. Not pretty, I'm sorry, Nikki, but look at the picture on the right, okay? Look how strong she's come back. Look at her face looking at the phone. She's like, yeah, I've killed it, okay? But again, Nikki struggles with PCOS, okay? She needs an individual coach. The set plan, routine, bullcrap that's being pushed out there isn't going to work. She needs the individual support, okay? And that's what she's given. That's what works. And again, on the right-hand side here, you can see the 5-star reviews on the page, and it's never been hit less than that. I want your review on there, and I would literally crawl through the mud naked for a client in order to make sure that they leave me a good review, because I've never had a bad one, and I don't ever intend that to change, okay? We are committed to your results. So who does the plan work for, okay? So it works for mums who want to get their bodies back. It works for dads who need to rediscover their purpose and start being a man again. It works for models. It works for world-class athletes. It works for fussy eaters. It works for people who think they're too busy. It works for vegans, vegetarians, diabetics, PCOS, Crohn's, colitis, and underactive thyroids, okay? We do not deal in obstacles, we deal in solutions. So if any of those are your worry, it works for you. Now, this is the big one, isn't it? The number one reason, without a shadow of a doubt, why 99% of you haven't started is because you think you don't have time. Well, it doesn't take as much time as you need, okay? Less than 45 minutes a day, including food prep. Plus, I'll show you how to make the plan work around your family life, your social life, and your job, okay? We also often think that it's because we can't afford it. Now, the good news here, some of you are hankering on to see what the price was, which is many people's first inquiry as well. Again, this is a big learning curve, guys. Find the coach you want and then find out if you can afford them. Do not shop around on price looking for the cheapest coach, because trust me, you will get burned, okay? Great coaches aren't cheap. but the plan works out at less than 15 quid a week. And the good news on that is you're currently waxing more than that on something that's making you unhappy. So there we go. You get the truth with me, guys. Okay, so here's what you're going to get. Nutrition plan, training plan, daily mindset video, weekly progress update, daily accountability. That's not a weekly check-in, that's daily. It's not a typo. Daily, 4 times a day. Okay, and the total cost of that should be £499. Okay, but you're not going to pay that. You pay much less than that. On top of that, I get so excited now. I'm quite enjoying this. You're also going to get these bonuses, okay? You're going to get the private members Facebook group and same day message support. You're going to get Nat, Jasmine, and myself as your personal coaches, okay? These bonuses are going to make you accountable every day. They're going to make sure you get the emotional support you need. They're going to make sure that you are part of an epic community of motivated achievers and are surrounded by positivity, because life is too short for Debbie Downers. Now, you can also get rid of your personal trainers, your yo-yo approach, bland and boring diets, spending hours in the gym, being hungry or hangry, as Nat calls it with me, wasting loads of money on supplements and all the Debbie Downers, okay? So the problem is solved. You didn't know how to get the body you wanted without a full-time coach and giving up everything you love. And I didn't want to be paid someone forever. I spent a lot of money on coaches, okay? I didn't need to. This is why I created it. So we had a way that we could make it, you know, a lot changed for me with Logan as well. So it could fit around being a dad. Being a dad's really important to me. You know, being a good partner is really important to me. So it has to fit around that. Things have to adjust. You cannot live like a fitness model when you've got kids. It's impossible, isn't it? Okay. So it had to be sustainable. And I got to that point in life when I still wanted a fun life. You know, I still wanted to go to Ibiza 3 times a year. I still wanted to go on stag parties. I nearly said hen parties then. You know, I want to enjoy Christmas. I want to eat cake on Logan's birthday, but I want to do it in a manner where I can do it and still have a good body and it works for me all year round, which it is, you know, and that's exactly what it does. So we've saved a lot of time and money. You don't have to hire a nutritionist because I am one. You don't need a personal trainer. You don't need more than 45 minutes a day. You don't need to pay for any dumbass supplements, no magic berries or tea bags, no ketones, no shakes, and you never have to wait more than a few hours for one of us to get back to you if you're stuck with nutrition, mindset, or training, okay? Again, I don't know any other coaching service that provides that. Now, this is the final one. Sorry about the grow up, but it's a bit of a bug in my bear. That's not even a phrase, is it? You might be thinking, I can't do online coaching because I'm not a technical person, okay? If you are watching this and you have said that, grow up. Bing. Probably just upset a few people there. Everyone's just signed off. Okay, it's not a problem, guys, because if you can watch videos, there's a video for every training session. Use Facebook and write a text message, then you can do it, okay? You don't need to be a technical person, but for some reason, a lot of people think that you need to be to do online coaching. Everything is there for you. Yes, it might take you a couple of hours to learn how to use the apps, but it took you more than a couple of hours to learn how to use Facebook, how to use Skype, how to use Zoom, how to use Instagram, how to use TikTok, okay? But you managed to do that pretty quickly and you do it every day and now you're an expert at it, okay? Food and fitness apps are no different. You just need to spend a bit of time on them. So, hands down, the biggest value out of that is the private members Facebook group. Again, guys, if you're on, clients, drop a message in because we all know it's literally the coolest room in the world, okay? Everyone lifts each other up. Everyone supported each other. You know, and I wanted to ask you guys that question. Have you ever had 400 people fight in your corner? Okay, picking you up when you've had a down day, celebrating wins with you. It is epic, okay? And again, we guarantee that same day message support. You know, personal trainers, you see them for 1 hour out of 168 in 1 week. Slimming World, Weight Watchers, do they support you outside of your weekly face-to-face fat shaming sessions when you get weighed in front of a load of people? Nice experience. No, they don't. But, you know, do buy these fat loss bars and shakes from me though, because they will help. Lol. So What else do you get? It's never ending. How long have we got? You get me and Nat, us in the flesh, every day of your life. Okay. Now, again, people have been messaging me and comparing me to, oh, I've done Joe Wicks's 90-day plan. Well, I've been in James Smith's academy. Well, I've done personal trainer this. You know, how's it different? The difference is, no offense to Joe Wicks, body coach, I absolutely love him, but it's not him. Okay. You're just replying to a level 3 PT behind a computer. James Smith, slightly higher. His coaches are actually great coaches, but again, it's not him. Okay. He isn't turning up for you. He isn't doing daily mindset videos. He isn't replying to your messages. He isn't throwing DJ raves for you on a Saturday night. Forgot that bonus, missed out the webinar. You know, again, Juice Plus, Herbalife, Sharon and Karen off the local estate with their new detox plan for £50 a month. Okay. Sharks. It doesn't work, okay? They don't know anything about nutrition. Would you go to Sharon and Karen to go and get your car fixed when something's gone wrong with the engine? No. So don't go to Sharon and Karen about your body, because all they're trying to do, sorry if there's any Sharons or Karens watching, is make a few quid off of your unhappiness and naivety. Now, how long have you guys got? You also get 18 fully macro and calculated recipe books with over 500 recipes. This is the point when the webinar gets super exciting. Okay, so we get to look at food picks. Okay, I spent well over £1,000 and months and months and months and months to complete these. Okay, you get 18 books. You get to keep them and they're yours forever for free. These are two of the breakfast options that are now making me very, very hungry. You know, chopped cherry overnight oats and banana pancakes. Everything is calorie and macro calculated with a handy barcode straight into MyFitnessPal to scan, okay? Or you can drink your 2 chicks egg whites out of a Pyrex jar. It's up to you. So again, another couple of ideas. I'm going to send you all some recipe books anyway, but I could go on and on with these. Okay, we've got healthy English breakfasts, we've got Thai chicken curries, we've got beef curries, we've got turkey chilies, we've got burgers, endless burgers, we've got smoothies, we've got a plant-based recipe book, we've got a vegan book, 2 special Christmas books. It just goes on and on. Okay, I'm just giving you guys an idea again. You know, do you want to eat this or do you want to eat Nairn's oatcakes with a bit of dry chicken on top? You're cool. What else do we get? We get the food tracking app and the training app. So the app is now synced. You can see here on the right, it tells you how many steps you've burned. It shows you how many steps you've burned, shows you how many calories you've burned. It shows you how many calories you've consumed, how many steps you've done, and you can start workouts, log nutrition. We update your stats at the beginning of every week, and everything is neatly stored on the app on your hub here. You simply click start workout and it comes up with your individual workout as a video. Yes, I look really proud, and yes, it is awesome. Okay, so you are going to get the nutrition plan, the training plan, the daily mindset coaching plan, the private members Facebook group, the same day message support, the food tracking app, the recipe books, and our newest addition, okay? The beautiful Becky does Pilates classes, yoga classes, and HIIT classes via Zoom like this in the private Facebook group every single week. And for you, they are free. So we're going to get all that. I'm not going to go through it again. So we're adding on the Pilates classes. You are also going to get 50+ eating out, guys, because as I mentioned, I love to eat out. So we've literally got All Bar One, KFC, Yo Sushi, Caffè Nero, Nando's, Costa, Starbucks, Krispy Kreme. Again, I could go on forever. Pretty much everywhere you can eat out, you are allowed to eat out. But not only are you allowed to eat out, you get some special guides that tell you exactly what's in them, so you can just include them within your day and your treat disappears. Okay, so we're coming towards the end now. I'm going to open up for some questions, but the total value, as I mentioned, of that entire plan is £1,999. Now, obviously, that isn't what it costs, but this was a question that I wanted to ask you guys, because it definitely would have been a yes for me, because I've probably spent 10 times that on fitness coaches, nutrition and personal training over the years. But if I did charge you that, and you were guaranteed your dream body and your dream life and sorting your mental health and your mindset out, even if you are super busy, without giving up anything that you love, you know, ask yourself that question, would it be worth it? Okay. Now, also, if it showed you how to do it by yourself, even if you're not technical and you never needed another plan again, you know, would it be worth that amount of money? I firmly believe it would be. Okay. And the fact of the matter is the real cost is actually less than 3 personal training sessions. So I had 2 choices. Okay. Do not confuse affordable with low value. Okay. You've seen how much value is in this plan. So I had 2 choices. I could make it cheap and I could make it invaluable. So I went ahead and did both. So what would this be worth to you? If anyone's watching randomly, I would love you to post in the comments now. If you were able to look and feel incredible all year round, not just for a holiday, what would that be worth with you? If you could become a better person, better mental health, better physique, fitter, better father, better mother, live longer, what would that mean to you? Okay. Now, the full price of the plan is, as I said, £1,999. But as you are live on this webinar, and I'm going to post the link up again in a moment at the end, you are going to get 90% off, which makes it £199. Okay. You guys are ripping me off at that. What's more, because you were on this webinar, we're actually giving you, this is going to stay live until Saturday night and then it's gone. Okay. We're going to give you another £50 off. So at the moment, the link that I'm going to put in at the end until midnight is £149 for 8 weeks, and you get the rest of December free. So you actually get 11 weeks. Now, the final thing is that you will be getting an opportunity. Okay. This is something that money cannot buy. This is something I've never done before. It's something that's not available, and it is only going to happen for people that sign up this weekend. It's a 15-minute one-to-one power call on Zoom with me personally, like this. Now, I don't do this anywhere. It's not available. You can't buy them. I don't do Skype calls. I don't do anything. Okay. I solely coach online. So it's an absolute opportunity of a lifetime that once you get your plan, we can book on and go through a power call together. Okay. But that is only available until midnight. So you've got 2 choices. You either do it or you don't. You change or you stay the same. Now, this is probably an important point, especially for some of you guys who don't know me or don't trust me yet. You will. But I also give a guarantee. So if you implement what I tell you to based on your goals, and it doesn't help you look and feel incredible all year round, and you don't get the results that we agree between us at the time, then I will simply buy the plan off you. This has never happened and it never will happen. Okay. Because if you do the work that I advise, you will get the result. That's why I've got over 1,000 results. So the real question that we're going to end on, because I'm sure you guys are getting tired, is are we going to waste another year of our life being unhappy with our body and our mind, our relationships and our career? You know, does anybody want to raise their hand and say that's the outcome that they want? There's a typo there for 2021. I don't think so. Okay. So we are going to open up on a Q&A here. And I just wanted to end on this because I found it today. That's actually a picture of my mum and me. I think I'm about 4 months old. She actually died when I was 6 months old. And I just felt it was a poignant point to end on, okay? Because she is my why. She will always be my biggest why, even though I didn't get to meet her. But, you know, life is precious. Time doesn't wait for anyone. And I, for one, think about this every day, that I want to take every opportunity that she never got to take. And that's how I want my life to be, because some people don't get these opportunities that we have. Some of us are spending too much time moaning, blaming, complaining, justifying, and not taking any action. So anyone who's on my team, 2021, get ready. You are absolutely getting it. We're going to get after it. It's going to be awesome. and we're going to make sure we take advantage of every opportunity we get and not waste another day, because time really doesn't wait for anyone. Woo! Guys, it's over to you. We need some questions. So I'm now going to try and work out how we, let's stop sharing. We're still recording. Here we are. We're back. Okay, so guys, drop me some. I am here. I'm here all night. Not actually, Nat might divorce me. I'm here for the next 20 minutes, guys. Okay, so I want you guys to drop some questions in. You know, I want to know if there's anything you're unsure about. I want you to know if there's anything that you could do some help with. Okay, so I'm going to go through while you guys might ask some questions. Evening, Derek, Dom, Darren Morris. How you doing, brother? Would love to have you on board. Gary, I think you're decided already, so you probably want to grab that offer, mate, to make sure you get the power coaching call and the £50 discount. Sophie, Jody, Joe, Sarah, these guys are all clients. Okay, they're all killing it. Come and join us. Gary, again, I'm just scrolling through. Right, I'm going to try and get to halfway through. So questions. We're doing a trance set this Saturday. Okay, how long does the plan last? Do I renew every 8 weeks, Darren? Okay, so at the moment, this is the way we work. So it's with your discount, it's £149 for 8 weeks. However, you get the rest of December free. So it's actually around about 11 weeks, and you'll be ready to rock and roll when your payment starts on the 4th of January, but the price will be going up dramatically. Okay, that then runs through until the 1st of March, which is your official 8 weeks. And then you have the opportunity to go on to the monthly option at £40 a month. Okay, but you cannot do that without being a client and doing the 8-week transformation first. Okay, because it's the foundation for everything. Okay, so Darren, so has anyone else got any questions they want to ask? Is anyone not sure about anything? Is that the question that I'd love to ask? This is the question that I would love to answer. Okay, so you guys have seen the results, you've seen the value, you've seen the plan. I can't believe that everyone's still here. I thought I was going to share the screen back off and I was talking to an empty room, but I'm not. What holds you back? Yes, Sarah, Carly can get one. No problem at all. Only because I've got a soft spot for you though, Sarah. And we're going to have a rave on Saturday. And I've got a soft spot. I think I've got more of a soft spot for Derek. You're second. David, right, you ready? I'm going to drop you the link in here now. Send it to you privately. Let me know that comes through. That's your private link. It will say 199, but when you go through, you will see, Steve, here's the link for you. When you go through, you will see that it will only charge you 149. Okay, it's like, works out like £12 a week or something. It's crazy. No wonder I'm skint. Darren, I'm popping yours in. I'll send that link to you privately. That's your private link, which means you will get that. Dom, I think, Dom, you're Dom who's the client already, but I'll send it to you anyway. Okay, so I've answered all those private questions. Guys, I must be the best presenter in the world and you're all just going to sign up. Because no one's got any questions. Okay, so there are no questions. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for being here. Sarah Windle, no questions. I'm already with you, but just want to say thank you to you and Nat. It's been amazing thus far. Okay, guys. So yeah, you probably pretty much feel like you've got a water hose in your face now with so much to take on. So the recording of this will be posted. But as I said, you know, there is no risk with this. We don't do not getting results. Okay. I want you on board and I want to change your life and I want to make you happier and be the person you've always wanted to be. So with that note, as there are no questions, I am going to love you all and leave you all. Okay. There are hundreds of posts on our page from current clients. Feel free to have a read. Dave, I've sent that to you. And yeah, I'd love you on board, guys. I'm so ready for 2021. I'm literally going to make it the most ridiculous year of my life for me and my clients. And I'd love you to be part of that. Take care, guys. Big love. And I hope to see you on the other side. Take care.